Thank you, Bridget. Ah, I was in Costco yesterday too. Oh man. Okay. I was, as I'm sure we all know to some extent or have experienced, Saturday's not the best day. But that's how life worked out. For a variety of logistical reasons, it made sense for me to go to Costco yesterday. And I was so resistant that it was actually difficult to leave my home. I've been experiencing one of the consequences of the amount of time that I have spent by myself in the last year and a half, and maybe somebody else is here is experiencing this. I have a lot more social anxiety than I did pre-COVID. I find it very difficult now to be in group settings. I get nervous. I get like sweaty nervous. Not every time, but a fair amount. And so I was sitting in my house just being like, oh my God, like, really? Like, I have to go do this? This is gonna suck. Talk about embrace the suck. But it had to be done. It had to be done. So I drove there and I parked my car and I checked in. This is a moment I use for my practice, right? When I get in the car and when I've arrived, typically I have time, right? I'm usually by myself and I take a minute. I never just jump out of the car. I take a minute. I let the song I'm listening to finish and I take some breaths and I think about where I've come from and I think about where I'm going to and I check in with how I am. I'll look in the mirror. I'll drop down the visor, whatever it's called, the shade mirror and look at myself and be like, how are you doing? I check in. And I was like, ooh, Dave, if you go into this store in this mindset, you're going to have a bad experience. And I didn't want to have that experience. And so I picked up, and here's your answer, Bridget. I picked up a new practice. For those of you, if you haven't signed up for my newsletter yet, you're not getting an email from me every Friday, go to davekenneally.com and subscribe. I'm sending out a teaching every Friday. And it's getting cool. I give a 5-minute video, but I'm also throwing in other teachings because I have a lot of teachers. One of my teachers is phenomenal. Also ordained member, snack jacket wearing, ordained member of the Order of Thich Nhat Hanh. His name is John Bell. And he gave me this teaching in a video that I sent out some Fridays ago. It's so simple. I still have it on my board. This is my home and these are my people. And that's what I said. That's what I said to myself in the car. I was like, well, I looked around at all the right? And I said, this is my home. And these are my people. And then responsibility came up. I was like, ooh, I have a responsibility. I have the tools to walk through this Costco right now in a very different way than the majority of the people that are here. Because I have been practicing with my Sangha. I have been studying. And so I got my cart and I started to radiate love. And I said to myself as I put one foot down on the ground, here. And I put another foot down on the ground now. And I walked really, really slowly. I took my time. I had my list. And I just went through that whole store, aisle by aisle. And when children came by, I felt that they wanted to interact with me, right? Because I wasn't going like this. Right? I didn't look like I was on a hamster wheel. I was enjoying myself. I was appreciating the beauty of a package of pancake mix and how much I liked the design. Right? I was making eye contact with the people that were offering the samples and smiling and wishing them a good day. Right? Because this is my home and these are my people. And in the end, I had a beautiful experience. And I think I might have even helped a few people along the way. That's not always how it's going to play out, right? Sometimes it's still going to suck. But this is why we practice. This is how we practice.